I am Devanand Trivedi. I am National Council member of IIMM Vadodara branch. On behalf of Chairperson Dr. Bharti Trivedi and all the executive committee members, I welcome Shri Deepak Bhai Mistry for today's evening talk. Actually, because of the two reasons, Diwali is very near, and also there is a lot of traffic regulation. I came from this Alkapuri side. I had some work there. You will not believe that Spain Prime Minister is coming tomorrow evening. Today they have removed all the cars which are parked on the side of Welcome as well as opposite side. They are asking them to go. Now they have come for shopping where they will park their cars. So that is the reason why the presence is less. Especially our committee members are also very less in presence. But there are other friends of Mr. Mistry. Because of that, we have got a good audience today. So I thank those who have come. I thank them in advance. Indian Institute of Material Management Vadodara branch is one of the leading branches of India. We have got more than 50 branches, and we are the third largest in membership. First largest is Bangalore, second is Mumbai, and third is Vadodara. Delhi is behind us, Chennai is behind us. So you can imagine that how much active. Ahmedabad is behind us, even though it is in Gujarat. So we are proud that we are one of the biggest branches, and we want to be number one. And for that, I will request all of you to join our branch as a member. You will get such opportunity of attending such good lectures every month, as well as there are a lot of other benefits which you can get by becoming a member of IIMM. Now I will come to today's topic, which is unity in diversity and happiness as a goal of life. We have got learned speaker Mr. Deepak Mistry, who has done BTech, Bachelor of Technology, Engineering, whatever you say, from a very famous institute known as VJTI of Mumbai. So we are proud that we have got such a learned speaker. And he was earlier a project engineer in L&T. His topic, as I told you, is very interesting. विविधता में एकता और खुशी जीवन के लक्ष्य के रूप में. So he has written in all the three languages. Very nice. He is also at present Apt Putra of Dada Bhagwan. I think if I remember, three Mandir.
Correct, yes.
Three Mandir, it is in Vadodara, no? Ahmedabad, no?
In Vadodara also three Mandir, but three Mandir is not Brahma.
Not Brahma Kumari, Dada Bhagwan.
Dada Bhagwan, yes, sir. Yes, three Mandir is there. Yes,
Varnama.
sorry.
Even in Ahmedabad also.
Yeah, yeah.
Adalaj.
These are near Adalaj. So we have seen, I have seen at least both the places at Adalaj as well as at Vadodara also.
Vadodara at Kalampe.
So very nice. It is on the road to Pore. Before Pore it is there.
Varnama.
Yeah. So he is a very close associate of that particular religion, we can say, or the follower of that Dada Bhagwan. So we are very proud that he is with us. So I will now request one of our senior most distinguished member, Mr. Dayaram Yadav, to welcome him with a flower of bouquet. Bouquet of flower, not flower of bouquet.
Thank you so much.
done.
Yes, we have amongst us Mr. Suresh Khare, who is instrumental in bringing Mr. Mistry here. I think his wife is a life member. Somebody told me. So you make your husband also a life member. So I am requesting him to honor today's
Thank you.
speaker.
Thank you.
With this, I will request Shri Deepak Bhai to start his presentation. Thank you.
Okay. We greet everyone with Jai Sachidanand. This is the maximum volume of the machine and mind, both.
I think enough. You can take that what I was using. Enable A lesson.
Hello. Now, okay. Jai Sachidanand means victory to the inner pure soul self, which is immortal, which is identified by the Sat word. Chit represents its quality of knowing and seeing, and Anand relates to the bliss nature of the soul, our inner pure soul. Why it is called pure soul? Because its purity is such, it never gets tainted. Whatsoever we may do, whatever we may be doing, good, bad, ugly, but that inner soul remains pure forever. Its mere presence is there, and we live as per our beliefs. So, for today's presentation, I will personally thank Mr. Suresh Khare and Ramadevi to bring me over here. He is a great polymer consultant and a student of UDCT, and it is such. Shall I remove it? Fine, no problem. Fine. Okay, this sounds better. Okay. So, the topic today, unity in diversity and happiness as goal of our life. Everyone is seeking happiness. Every living being is seeking happiness. And humans as particular, definitely they do seek happiness, but there are so many questions. So we go further.
Yes.
We'll see this later. Okay, in this talk particularly, we will examine obvious causes of diversity. Why at all there is diversity and its effect on human life and living, and how this diversity, and if we don't live with some wisdom, it is going to reflect our ecosystem or the mother nature, which we all are seeing and experiencing ourselves. So, we all know what we have. That is, we are all having this diversity. And the distance between what you want and what you get depends on what you do. We want unity, we want happiness, and how will you get that? That is what you do. Here we are going to reveal Dada Bhagwan's holistic science with the help of its positive vision of adjust everywhere, avoid clashes, and key tools of happiness, which gives practical and scientific way of dealing with diversity to live a purposeful and rewarding life with unity and total happiness. We may be talking about happiness, But no, we must start living that. So, and such a person who experiences unity and oneness in this diverse world, he is such a person that he lives with oneness with all, which is undivided love and one heart. You know, we say that you show something and you are something different. So a person with one heart, he shows what he feels inside. So this is one of the striking quality of such a person, and his presence itself is very important because he can bring transformation in the society. He will bring ekta, shanti and bhaichara, that is unity, peace and universal brotherhood, which all religions talk, but it was Dada Bhagwan who brought this thing into reality by his own living example. Okay, we will analyze relations. We all have relations, parents, siblings, spouse, children, teachers, boss, subordinates. We meet these people on daily basis. And there are other friends and extended family members, religious, guru, master, disciple, fellow citizens and other acquaintances once in a while. But these are the people whom we interact, whom we are related, one way or the other. And it is only through these relations that is some factor of give and take of happiness and sorrow. And we all have expectations from each other to a great extent. Today's world population is plus 8.1 billion. We have nothing to do with this 8.1 billion. But we have definitely do a lot, and we have a lot of concern with these countable ones who are our relations. Holistic revelation, that is the holistic science has revealed that there is relation where there is eye-to-eye contact. Let me tell you, in this group, you will not have eye-to-eye contact with everyone. Even with your IIMM members, you know that they are there, but eye-to-eye contact will not be there. If there is an eye-to-eye contact, understand that there is a relation. You may be staying in a building, in a community, but then you don't come across each of them in your lifetime eye to eye. And here, Dada Bhagwan, the holistic scientist, has revealed a profound secret of nature, that wherever there is eye to eye contact, there is a relation. And relations constitute the expanse of our world. So we don't have to worry about those people fighting anywhere in the world. But whatever we do with our relations, definitely it matters a lot. So life is nothing with dealing with these relations, and the world is very small. Don't worry about the 8.1 billion people. But these relations, if we have learned to handle them in all their happiness and sorrows, what you give and get from them, that will make all the difference. So happiness and sorrow both are suffering. We feel that only sorrow is suffering, unhappiness is suffering. No, as per holistic science, both happiness and sorrow are suffering. Why? Because they come and go. Suffering is one which comes, it has a beginning and it has an end. But bliss is such a thing, it has no beginning, it has no end. It is there, but we need to experience that, and it is through Dada Bhagwan's holistic science that we can achieve that. So everyone have relations. No one has any escape from it. So everyone is suffering. Okay. Let us understand about differences and diversity. You can find yourself identical only in a mirror. Although the science says that there are 6 replicas in this world. So, including you as one, there are other 5 people who look almost similar to you. But it's difficult ever will be able to come across them. But then, this is what the science says. ID is identified by fingerprints, but we have known that even fingerprints of twins are different. So that's how they have used fingerprint as identity to identify a person, of course with Aadhaar card and PAN card and other numbers, social security numbers, they have identified a person with a number. But actually everyone's fingerprint is unique. So we can say no two individuals look alike. They look different, they think different, and they live differently. And people have a variety of beliefs. They have different viewpoints, and that's how they differ. There is difference in thinking, so there is difference in living. Husband and wife, they are together from 30, 40, 50 years, but their thinking is different, so their living is also different. One likes something, the other likes something different. And today our basic faculties of mind, speech, body, they lack in unity. I'll just elaborate a bit on this. We experience, anybody would experience what you think. We are not able to speak at times. And what we speak, we are not able to act or behave. And this is today's problem of Kali Yuga, wherein it lacks in unity among mind, speech and body, the 3 basic instruments with which we live and interact with the world. Now, how to communicate, live happily and harmoniously with oneness, peace, love and unity in such diverse and divided mind, speech and body. It's a serious problem, but Dada Bhagwan, through his holistic science of Akram Vignan, he has revealed the way to bring unity in this diversity. Mind is connected with heart, and heart is connected to soul. It always unites, but ego is related to our head, and it always divides. So, we have to see in any situation, it is either head or heart, and it reflects our living. So, whether it is head or heart, if it is head, we will remain divided. If it is heart, then we will be living with oneness and unity. Understanding diversity in belief. People differ due to variety of beliefs, intellectual differences, academic difference, religious beliefs, territorial, country-wise differences, language difference, economic difference, social, caste, creed, gender difference, personal, above and all, we have personal likes and dislikes. Now, such is a diverse human society. Professor B.F. Skinner of psychology, he has written several books. He has said that everyone's mind is radically conditioned from his very childhood. Now, radical conditioning is normally referred to those terrorist people. Truly, they say that they are radicalized, and that's how they create chaos in the world. But every individual is radically conditioned from his very childhood. And although this radical conditioning is there, holistic science has revealed that because of the presence of the soul inside every living being, this radical conditioning is also scientific and natural. Here, holistic science has revealed the core science of happening, why and how things happen. You may do anything, knowingly or unknowingly, but everything happens just in the sense, it just happens naturally. We may say Khare sahab arranged this program and all that.
માઇક આમ સીધું રાખો ને આમ એટલે બસ એમ બરોબર
Hello?
બરોબર
Yeah. But then that's the problem. Okay, no problem. So everything just happens in the world. The wants, it just happens. We come, we do everything, it just happens. But there's a great science behind this just happening, which Dada Bhagwan has so nicely revealed. That is science of happening. Why at all things happen. In one of the talks we will definitely take that issue also. How and why a person acts in a particular way. And so here holistic science naturally helps us two aspects of our life and living. One is living amicably, lovingly with our own mind, speech and body, divided mind, speech and body, and coexist cordially with other beings with one heart. And today's additional life is very stressful. We have tons of expectations, desires, relationship issues, job insecurity, survival issues, bill payment, mortgage, sleeplessness, health issues, anxiety, and in addition, there is always fear of the unknown. I don't know what is going to happen the next moment. But here, what Dada Bhagwan has revealed, that nothing happens without nothing. So, there is a reason for every happening, and if we get to know what is the reason, then you will always be at peace and fearless. Still, you will remain vigilant and active all the time. And we can see how life's every phase and relations has radically conditioned us, and how can we live happily in such deep-rooted self-conditioning. So this is what we have evaluated. What do we have now? This is the present scenario of our life and living. With this diversity, with differences. Okay. Now we will just go through this unified field theory, what was given by Albert Einstein. He said that activities of physical matter, the universe, through his theory of relativity, which he combined with electromagnetism and gave the concept of unified fields theory, finally claimed to have a theory of everything, tying together all known phenomena to explain nature as one. We are all one. And the behavior of inert non-living matter energy in existence, he has given relation E is equal to mc square. Through a comprehensive set of empirical equations, and he has projected, but he could not prove his theory of everything. But he projected that this is the hidden mystery of nature. But he has talked about inert matter, non-living matter. Now here, holistic science, let us understand that experience, holistic science is Dada Bhagwan perceived, explained and justified activities of live matter. All these humans, they are live matter associated with life and living. He has associated with our mind, speech and body and the energy controlling them. As everything that exists is a complete whole and a perfectly united one in this totally diverse and relative world. Now with this principle of just everywhere, which will help us avoid clashes, Dada has given theory of everything and its core. So we will see how this principle works. Now, learning to understand what we see, we come across, we see so many things, but how will we understand? So here, Stephen Hawking, while further seeking Einstein's theory of everything, he explained how he came to know about Big Bang and the world and the black hole and the very image of the universe with such remarkable truth and accuracy. That was his challenging story, because he is learning to understand what we perceive. So he could understand what he perceived and reveal several facts of black hole and all those things. And holistic science teaches us to cultivate positive vision of adjust everywhere in life, diverse situation, making us perceive, understand and experience to conclude that everyone, ultimately everyone we come across, we are all connected. And we all supplement and support each other's need and are all naturally united one in this apparently visible diversity, which is simply due to the radicalized, because of this radicalized conditioning, these differences are there. But with this master key of adjust everywhere, we will be able to avoid clashes, and some of the key tools what he has given, which we can use it to experience oneness with all. And ultimately it will unify us with all, making us of one heart. Our body verily is time. Here, this is another wonderful revelation. We are bound by our body. This time you have to wake up, this time you have to go to sleep, this time you have to take breakfast, this time you have to go to office, this time take your lunch, take rest and all that. So, body itself is time. It's a wonderful revelation. And biggest challenge is to live with our own body and the suffering what we come across and the time which controls our body. As per holistic science, our body itself is time. Body is relative time because it is changing, and our soul inside is the real time, and with suffering is its finality in every situation. You look at any situation, you go anywhere, you do anything, you have only two things as option. You liked it or you didn't like it. Both are suffering. And if we have learned to manage and understand and take care of both likes and dislikes, then we are done with it. And here holistic science gives you the solution to that. So living peacefully and happily with our own body self is the greatest art of living. When I live nicely with my own body, I can live with everyone outside. But when I am in trouble with my own body, I cannot manage myself, I cannot handle anyone outside. So our relations are with ourselves. Because of this connectivity, it has come to that conclusion that connectivity means we supplement each other's need. And relations means we ourselves only. We believe that my body and I am from head to toe. But no, all my relations, truly they are the expanse of myself. And if we have learned to live compassionately, amicably with my own body, I will be able to live nicely with everyone, all my relations. So time is the solution to every problem. Truly means this. If you have learned to handle this body as time, you will be able to handle time. You know, it is said that time is solution to every problem. This is what it means. Here, holistic science helps us understand our body as suffering, as our first neighbor, and to understand all other relations of the world as we can understand the whole universe as it is. And the whole universe is me only. See, we take care of ourselves so much. We don't want to hurt ourselves. But if it comes to others, we may say, I have a lot of concern, but truly we don't take care of them. And that's why people living with us, truly they are not happy with us. It's a wonderful saying, it is said, you live for others, people will die for you. But we are not living for others, so they are after us. Okay. Now the science of adjust everywhere. It's a wonderful thing, we will take one by one. Holistic science means Sarva Grahi Vigyan. This is of Akram Vigyan because it is stepless. Akram means stepless path, stepless science. Adjust everywhere is the core principle that promotes inner peace, harmony, conflict-free and resistance-free life. If someone tells me You can go down. I can't just go straight. I go this way, that way, this way, then through the door, through the steps, I go down, I follow that. So that adjustment I know, and I happily adjust that and reach my destination. But when it comes to people, my adjustment is not there, and that is the problem. All of a sudden on the highway you say there's a diversion. You get irritated, you get frustrated, but you still follow the diversion because you said you don't want to waste time. You want to reach your destination. So here our destination is happiness, and with Adjust Everywhere we will be able to enjoy that freedom and happiness. Adjust Everywhere will help us maintain inner equanimity and outer balance. Inner equanimity means I am happy with myself. Now let us say, when you are working, your boss may say anything, but because you know that you can't leave this job, you accept several things. You adjust all your timetable also. Just because if you lose job, it will be a disaster. We know that. Same way, mothers, they love their children so much, they so nicely adjust with them. And they have no problem. But they don't adjust with their other relations. They give up all their do's and don'ts. But with others they don't do. So let us see further. Adjust Everywhere leads to avoiding conflicts. It helps us understand the perspective and viewpoints of others. Because what the idea behind Adjust Everywhere is, you decide inside that I want to adjust, I will adjust, the world will not change for me, and you will not have any problem. Because just imagine, only with your spouse, your close relation, you spend more time. But the rest of the people, you don't spend so much time. So don't waste time. Just adjust and pass away. Get going. So it helps us understand the other person's perspective, adjust to those perspectives, and continue your journey. Adjust Everywhere helps us acceptance of differences, bringing inner peace. Differences are bound because we saw why these differences are there. But my willingness that I will adjust, then I have no problem. And there is always solution to problems. Okay, you decide and it will happen. This is life's core principle. You are the maker of your destiny. Let us quickly say that wherever you all are sitting, it was your choice. You decided to sit there. It happened. The clothes you are wearing, you have so many clothes in your cupboard, you decided to wear this pair, and that's how you're wearing it today. Your hairstyle, your shoes, everything, it is your decision. So our decisions do work. But at other places, when it doesn't work, we have problems. But then we must remain consistent on our decision, then nature will bring that situation to us. That's why it is said you are maker of your destiny. No one has made your destiny. No God has made your destiny. God is your own self, your true nature. Okay. Adjust Everywhere helps us improve relationships, bringing peace, harmony and love. See, these differences are bound to be there. They are there. But if you have this master key of Adjust Everywhere, you have no problem. And your relationship will remain intact. So it says, don't expect the other person to adjust. You be willing to adjust and everything will be happy. Adjust Everywhere dissolves and helps letting go your ego. If you have decided I will adjust, then your ego will not come in your way. Because you have decided to adjust. Otherwise, ego is such a dangerous entity within us, it will make the other person change. But then that's not going to happen. The nature is not going to change. You change and nature will help you. Okay. Adjust everywhere help us flow with the naturally changing life, making it loving and stress-free. This is natural. If someone is fighting with you, it is also natural. We may not accept it today. But then, why did that happen with you? At this particular time, at this particular place, in this particular situation, who decided it? And if you have this master key of adjustment, you will come out of that difference very nicely, without having any leftover karma or building new karma. So here, adjust everywhere help us cultivate forgiveness. So whenever sometimes you can commit mistake, but because you have decided to adjust, whenever you have gone wrong, you will correct yourself, letting go your past grievances and move forward peacefully. This is a great thing. We do correction. Like if the GPS says, make a U-turn, immediate U-turn, and if you follow the GPS because you want to reach your destination, in the same way here also, this factor of forgiveness, that is asking for apology. Just, it's so easy, just catch your ears like this. I am sorry. And this brings the end to all agony and differences. So the master key of adjust everywhere is the ultimate wisdom of knowledge as your real guru, your master, your guide, which will help you cultivate humility, patience and compassion, bringing happiness, harmony with each and every one you come across. Why such a thing happens? Okay. Okay, now we go, this was the idea of how adjust everywhere will help you. Now this is Professor Tal Ben Shahar he has given mindful way of to happiness, how you can bring happiness in your life. He has given 14 tools. You may be knowing about this, but I will just quickly go through it. He has given a wonderful thing because certain things we don't, we are not mindful about that. And due to that, that is the cause of our unhappiness. To bring in his, he was a great professor in Harvard University. In his positivity and happiness class, he had maximum students in the whole university. Okay, let us see. And against that, Dada Bhagwan has given holistic science with its 9 tools of happiness, which we will see how can we succeed and face life in this diversity with courage, confidence and lasting happiness, improving quality of our personal status, contributing to purposeful, positive and successful life, ultimately making you powerful. Everyone wants to become man of personality, but that man of personality we will see in future our talk, but this is what it brings to. Okay, about happiness. Learn to live happily. Everyone is seeking lasting happiness, permanent happiness. What happens is, what have we done until now? And what are our results? We have seen, and what is the future plan? We are managing our continuous suffering of our life, and we are only seeking 5 sense happiness, which is temporary, and it also dependent. And the means are through external means, outside means. Means of happiness, and these means are unnatural. If it is natural, like if you go for Ayurveda, then it is natural remedy. But if you go for allopathy, then it has too many side effects. But at times it is necessary you go for allopathy, but for long-term treatment you must go for Ayurveda or homeopathy. According these outside means cause serious damage to our body, mind, instrument. with smartphones, social media today, it keeps us occupied. All these kids, you go to hospital, you go to station, you go to company, you go anywhere, you will see 5 people of the family seated with their own phones and they are watching. Just imagine. Previously they were talking with each other. Now they are lost in their own phones. So we'll see. People spend recklessly on these 5 sense happiness, which we know that. Every 6 months they must, or at least 1 year, they must change their phone, advanced phone. iPhone, they bring every year new phone. So with their lifestyle, they get new phones every year. So the result is we have lost personal human touch. And the learning skill, the learning principle is based on what? The idea is you see and you will learn. But because we are always associated with machines, we are not interacting with humans, living people, so we are not able to learn. And this is a big loss. Outcome is our intellect and our head has become razor sharp and with cutting edge. Heart has become small. And we can understand the state of human relations today which we all experience. Okay, quickly. You can pacify your ego, boost your ego by gratefulness. Now, find out you have at least 10 things in your life for which you have definitely achieved something. But we don't focus on those 10 good things, but those 90 bad things we keep remembering and make ourselves unhappy, which is not right. Because we haven't done anything. You got a good family, you got a good education, you got good surrounding. So several, if we keep note of that, then we know that there is so many good things in our life which has happened so naturally. You are living, I am living. Just imagine, isn't that a great thing? So forget about and never complain. Your living is important. And in this wonderful human body and relations and a great life you have so many wonderful relations. So never complain. Feel grateful your family, friends, there are well-wishers who want and they are thinking of your welfare, wanting to see you living safe, healthy. Every morning, there are people who went to sleep and did not even wake up. So every morning, thank God, you gave me one more day. So how will I spend my day? One more day to live, enjoy and help others. If you were invited for a dinner or a lunch or a treat, we don't take a heed to at least thank them that it was a wonderful time. So what is there in it? No, but it matters. It matters. It brings you happiness and it will make the other person also happy. So gratitude is all-time research for happiness. Okay, number 2, pacify your ego. Spending money on experiences. See, when we study, spending money on study is a great thing. Spending money on travel is also another good thing. So we have good education, that's why we are here at IIMM. And visiting nature, we'll see how nature helps us, traveling helps us, what way. When we visit ocean, then we have the chance to see the stillness, listening to waves. Then when you go to rivers, it says flowing water never stinks. So even life, always keep moving, never get stuck anywhere. Mountains, they are so firm, you can't move. So when you visit mountain, it teaches you how to become strong and remain unshakable all the time, mentally. Sky, you see, we don't even look at the sky at times, but see, sky with its vastness, unlimited, infinite accommodation, acceptance, it gives space to everyone. We don't give space to our fellow relations. We have so many ifs and buts. So this is where we lack, but when we visit nature, it teaches us so much. This Dr. Kid, he's an orthopedic member of orthopedic association. He says wearing good shoes gives you happiness. So wearing good, spending money on shoes is not bad, because if your feet hurts, it is cause of your discomfort. So he says spending little money on good shoes is justified for happiness. That's why you go listening to music. Music always awakens us to sing and making your life happier. So at times when distressing conditions are there, divert your attention by listening to music. It really helps and it will pacify your trouble. So as time passes, everything heals. So learn to win time by listening to music. Okay, facing challenges boldly. Studies have shown that if you postpone your work, it will bring anxiety, tension, grief, and create for yourself all this trouble. So never procrastinate. Never postpone your job. If you can do it now and today, do it. Make week list, make things to do list, make your home timetable. People don't have their home timetable. Even after retirement, they don't have a home timetable. So really they don't know what to do. And many a times they just spend time gossiping, which is nothing but criminal waste of time. So do things today, now itself. Don't leave it to later tomorrow. That's what nicely to say, time and tide wait for no one. 70% of people feel how you must look good, you must groom yourself nicely. Wear nicely, have a good haircut. If you are having grey hair, make it black. It is necessary. You feel, why waste money? Who is going to look at me? No, you are looking yourself every day. How many times we visit the restroom or the mirror and see ourselves? Even at times, when the car is waiting for the signal, the guys on the scooter see and he groom his hair like that. What is it? He wants to see himself nice. So looking good, grooming yourself is very important. Keep yourself up to date. Grooming appropriately not only helps you maintain a good outer decor, but it also makes you feel happier. Memories, okay. You put stickers, phrases of great people to remind you, to give you inspiration and inner strength. So one is your guru, the other is our wonderful leader, Modi ji, and we have the champion who even this time he won a silver medal in 2020, Neeraj Chopra, he won gold medal for India. So you are wholly and solely responsible for yourself. Write it down. So it reminds you that don't blame others. If anything is going wrong, look at yourself. You have done something wrong somewhere, and if you correct yourself, outside everything will be okay. Sincere and moral always wins. Never give up or ever quit. It is now or never. So never rest in peace unless your goal is accomplished. Genius acts silently. These are some of the wonderful phrases. And never procrastinate. Never postpone things. Keep role model photos of guru, leader and champion like Dada Bhagwan, whoever is your master, Modi ji, Neeraj Chopra. It gives us inspiration that they did it, I can also do it. So I will do it, I want to do it, and it will keep you going. Also, there is a wonderful saying like this. Always tell yourself your mother is watching you. Your mother is watching you. So what will happen, because we respect and really love our mother so much, that we will always behave nicely if we know that my mother is watching me. It's a good thing. It will help us remain alert and watchful about what I am doing. And very important, never succumb to your weaknesses. Fight. Fight. Don't give up. If you succumb to your weaknesses, then you will be nowhere. So fight your weaknesses. World is your reflection, photos and echoes of your own doing. So be careful. Okay. Being assertive for self-esteem. Always be confident with total conviction and ask assertively whatever you want, fearlessly, clear and loud, whatever you think is right. At times, we don't do that. Being assertive helps improve our self-esteem. Otherwise, remaining silent or left alone creates a lot of grief, sadness and hopelessness. This is a wonderful thing given. Never commit single fault of egoistic speaking. उसे बताया कि सिंगल गलती नहीं करना बोलने की. So when situation truly demands silence, don't ever speak. देर शाना बोलते हैं ना, don't die. So you should not commit that mistake, because you are breaking social law for which you have simple suffering. But times never commit double fault of not speaking. So when it is necessary, you must speak and clarify. Put your point. One of the example, very great example, is of in Mahabharata. Who was that? Who got hit by the arrow? Bhishma Pita. It was his choice. He could have saved them. He could have stopped Draupadi Vastraharan, but he didn't do that, due to which he got this bed of arrows. So it ends up incurring grave offense of nature for which you get intense suffering. So holistic science helps us judge precisely when to speak and when not to speak. But since there is always room for correction, it is better you speak. Okay. Eating food as medicine. It is said, this philosopher and author, American author, has said, you may consider yourself happy when the food you eat is also your medicine. So it is said, don't put diesel in your petrol car. We take care very nicely, but this body we don't take care at all. And due to that, food has direct effect on our mind and on our mood. So if you eat rightly, your body will remain efficient. Our body is natural, and for best health, eat natural, fresh, homemade, nutritious, quality food of all 6 tastes in balance. Bitter, pungent, astringent, sour, salty and sweet. In Hindi, kadwa, tikha, tura, khatta, khara, meetha. When these 6 tastes are taken in balance, your body will remain wonderfully healthy. Eat lightly 3 to 4 hours to maintain good blood sugar level, and fast every 15 days, eat just 1 meal. And food is medicine, so eat correctly to be healthy and happier. Avoid excess white flour, salt and sugar and all processed food. I tell you my experience in last 1.5 years, I have stopped eating all this and I am doing great. Next one is having good breakfast. Also, people who go for the 16 hours fasting, they will have to skip this breakfast. They have to eat their lunch straight away. But anyway, it's said that you have your breakfast like a king. Workout, practicing physical activity is very important. You must act, you must do workout. Whatever simple thing you do, but you must do on regular basis, because physically, if you are good, then mentally also you are good, and emotionally also you will be good. The best antidote against grief and all mental stresses is workout. But we don't do that. We sleep more, we eat more, and it brings only disaster. When sick, never skip your workout. Normally what it happens when you are sick, you say, I'm tired, I can't do this, I can't do that. No! At that time, when you are sick, you must do something minimum. Don't do the stressful workout, but simple workout can be done. Mental health includes psychological, emotional, intellectual and social health. Sun salutation, Surya Namaskar, our Modi ji is doing even at this age, which is supplemented with 10 to 45 minutes of stress releasing brisk walk is also good. Body is meant for moving, so workout is must to pacify and silence your mind. one who is healthy, he is first one to be happy. પહેલું સુખ તે જાતે નરિયા આપણામાં કહે છે તે. Taking care of your posture. Sitting like this, it will make you feel dull, but if you sit upright, it will always be good. Walking straight with your shoulders slightly backward and the front view will help you maintain good mood. Understand the science of posture. Sitting, walking, sleeping with right posture have direct impact on your mood. Understand the body language and act suitably. Practice daily yoga for improving maintaining posture. Sit upright in the class with your spine straight helps you maintain a good attention and focus, making your understand every word of your professor. Maintain right pursuit of happiness. Greet and be nice to people. We have no need to say, hello, how are you, everything fine? No. What is the need? But here it says very good. It says smiling changes your mood and your mental state. Nobody likes people with gloomy and sullen face. So whatever you want, you must first decide to give. Give happiness to others and you will get happiness in abundance in return. So always be nice and greet people with a smile and you will get the same smile back from others. Remember, there is solution to every problem because the Almighty Pure Soul God, the living God resides right within you, and with its divine power of infinite knowledge and bliss, never underestimate this divinity. You think, you decide and it's going to happen. But we lose patience and we start doing wrong things, due to which the wrong thing plays its part and bring disaster. And so remain always positive, keep smiling and be cheerful. Okay. Remember that God is within you, so nothing is impossible. Decide for whatever you want and it will happen naturally. Right effort lies in your right decision and firm decision. Seeing anybody at fault itself does a lot of harm to yourself and then to others. So see everyone innocent in nature for your own welfare. Don't ever hurt anyone. Decide I don't want to hurt anyone through my mind, speech and body, and it will bring happiness to you. Retrospection, that is recalling your past evaluations, asking for forgiveness and resolving never to commit these mistakes will bring happiness and clear all your past mistakes, bringing total happiness. Because of the inner pure soul, bliss is your innate nature. So if you keep committing mistakes, which is bound to happen, so better keep correcting yourself. Ultimately, it will bring peace and happiness in your life all the time. Okay, now we go to the tools given by holistic scientists. Everyone exists by their name. I am so and so. I am Deepakanand. I am so and so, so and so. So that is called ego. Everyone exists by their ego, by their name. So ensure that you are not hurt anyone's ego by whatever way through your thought, speech and action, because it is going to come back to you and it is going to create problems. So pacify one's ego is of prime importance for our happiness and happiness for others. If you hurt anyone, then his ego gets hurt and happiness shatters. Whole world apparently comes to an end. So deal amicably without hurting anybody's ego. Everyone believes I am right, so never hurt anybody's belief. That is ego. And in principle too, everyone is right from that viewpoint. Everyone is right from that viewpoint. To accept the other person's viewpoint and adjust to it. Okay, other key tools of happiness. We have seen about the ego. Second one, never hurt foundation of any religion, because everyone follow a religion. Never disrespect any religious preacher or guru, because you always need a guide. Never dislike or hate anybody. Your feelings reach the inner God, pure soul God. Never hurt anybody through your speech, words, because words make your character. Mind your words and it will reflect on your character. Never have desire, gesture, thoughts of perverted sensuality or passion towards anyone except your legally married spouse. That's very clear. Never have excessive temptation towards any one taste of food. Take food with all the 6 tastes in balance. Never should disregard towards any living dead or dead, someone in presence or absence, and never see anybody at fault. Be an instrument for your own welfare and the welfare of the world. So resolve to be a perfect live instrument with your mind, speech, body for the welfare of the world within and outside. Choice is this is our decision, this is our reflection. We want this way and eventually it will happen. Okay, we will do this prayer. He Antaryami Paramatma, please follow. आप हर एक जीव मात्र में विराजमान हो,
आप हर एक जीव मात्र में विराजमान हो,
वैसे मुझ में भी विराजमान हो,
वैसे मुझ में भी विराजमान हो।
आपका स्वरूप
आपका स्वरूप
वही मेरा स्वरूप है,
वही मेरा स्वरूप है।
मेरा स्वरूप शुद्धात्मा है,
मेरा स्वरूप शुद्धात्मा है।
हे शुद्धात्मा भगवान,
हे शुद्धात्मा भगवान,
मैं आपको अभेद भाव से,
मैं आपको अभेद भाव से
अत्यंत भक्ति पूर्वक नमस्कार करता हूँ।
अत्यंत भक्तिपूर्वक नमस्कार करता हूँ।
अज्ञानता के कारण
अज्ञानता के कारण
मैंने जो जो दोष किए हैं,
मैंने जो दोष किए हैं,
मन वचन काया से
मन वचन काया से
लोगों को दुख दिए हैं,
लोगों को दुख दिए हैं,
अभाव तिरस्कार के दोष किए हैं,
अभाव तिरस्कार के दोष किए हैं,
मान भंग,
मान भंग,
अपेक्षा भंग,
अपेक्षा भंग,
चारित्र भंग के दोष किए हैं।
चारित्र भंग के दोष किए हैं।
उन सभी दोषों को
इन सभी दोषों को
I got stuck. ओके, हे प्रभु मुझे क्षमा करे, क्षमा करे, क्षमा करे,
मुझे क्षमा करे, क्षमा करे, क्षमा करे,
और फिर से ऐसे दोष कभी भी न करूं।
फिर से ऐसे दोष कभी भी न करो।
ऐसी आप मुझे शक्ति दे।
ऐसी आप मुझे शक्ति दे।
हे शुद्धात्मा भगवान,
हे शुद्धात्मा भगवान,
आप ऐसी कृपा करें
आप ऐसी कृपा करें
कि हमें भेदभाव छूट जाए
हमें भेदभाव छूट जाए
और अभेद स्वरूप प्राप्त हो।
और अभेद स्वरूप प्राप्त हो।
हम आप में
हम आप में
अभेद स्वरूप से
अभेद स्वरूप से
तन्मयाकार रहे।
तन्मयाकार रहें।
वो जो बताया था ना ऊपर स्ट्रिक जो जो दोष किए हैं उनको याद करके हमें दिन में एक बार ये प्रेयर करनी है। यहाँ हमारा खत्म होता है। सो इट्स अ ग्रेट आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट टू डू एंड व्हाट टू से एंड ऑफ कोर्स व्हेन, एंड दिस इज व्हाट यू लर्न प्रिसाइसली फ्रॉम Dada Bhagwan holistic science, which is theory of everything, leading to perfect, perpetual happiness. So for today's takeaway, master key for unity and diversity with happiness as goal of life is understand the importance of your every breath. That is your present moment, and with the help of positive visions of holistic science, adjust everywhere sincerity, morality and purity is the secret rule of success. With determination, build your unity consciousness, oneness. Do anything, the world is yours. The buck truly stops here at holistic science. This is a wonderful statement. This was stated by Henry Ford way back when he came to American office. He became the president. He said he will not, people say they pass the buck. They say they hear the buck stops here and you will have solution to every problem. We will not pass the buck. So this is what it says. So my best hearted thank you so much. Please feel free to ask. Okay. Yes.
After this,
ભાઈ કોઈ કોઈને સવાલ પૂછવા છે?
ગુજરાતીમાં, હિન્દીમાં, ઇંગ્લિશમાં?
કોઈ સવાલ રહ્યા જ નથી બધા.
નહીં બરાબર છે પણ પૂછવું તો જોઈએ.
જાનામાં ધર્મ નોચમે પરમાત્મા જાણવા છતાં કરતા નથી. Sir, we don't nothing more than what you know.
Come again.
हम आपसे ज़्यादा जानते नहीं है, जो सीखा वो दिमाग के दिल में उतर जाए, बहुत बड़ी बात हुई है।
अरे वो बात तो सही है, बिल्कुल सही है, लेकिन अगर कोई प्रश्न उठता है तो ऐसा कोई है नहीं है। प्लीज, थैंक यू।
So it was a wonderful talk today by Sri Deepak Bhai. Actually, you might have heard long back earlier, Niruben Amin used to come on TV, and then now Deepak Bhai Desai also is regularly. So we are very fortunate that we have got another Deepak Bhai amongst us.
We are all together.
I also in my house many time hear Deepak Bhai Desai, really good. Of course, Niruben Amin એમની પટેલ સ્ટાઇલ થી લેક્ચર આપતા હતા, પણ બહુ મજા આવતી હતી. હવે હું અમારા જે આ બધી મહેનત કરી છે કિશોરભાઈ પટેલ, એમને હું મોમેન્ટો અમારી ટોકન ઓફ લવ દીપકભાઈને એક મોમેન્ટો આપશે.
Thank you so much.
સાહેબે એક વાત કરી હતી કે આઈ ટુ આઈ કોન્ટેક્ટ એ ખરેખર સાચી વાત છે, નથી થતા હોતા. હું પોતે પરચેઝમાં કામ કરી ચૂક્યો છું. હું એમ નથી કહેતો કે એમાં બધા કરપ્ટ હોય છે કે કોઈ નોન કરપ્ટ હોય છે, પણ એક ઓબ્ઝર્વેશન મારું એવું હતું કે જે કરપ્ટ માણસ હોય છે એ નોન કરપ્ટ માણસના આઈ ટુ આઈ કોન્ટેક્ટ કદી નથી કરી શકતો. આ મારો પોતાનો અનુભવ છે. અત્યારે હું જ્યાં સોસાયટીમાં રહું છું ત્યાં પણ મને એ ટાઈપનો અનુભવ છે. જે અમારી સંસ્થા છે એમાં અમુક વ્યક્તિઓ પહેલા આવી ચૂક્યા હતા, એમાં પણ આઈ ટુ આઈ કોન્ટેક્ટ મુશ્કેલ છે. તો ખરેખર એ એમણે જે કહ્યું અને હમણાં બધા જે એમણે ટૂલ્સ આપણને સમજાવ્યા, ઇટ ઇઝ રિયલી વેરી ગુડ. અને ફરીથી આપણે એમનો ક્યારેક લાભ લઈશું. અને હવે હું શ્રી દયારામ યાદવ સાહેબને વોટ ઓફ થેન્ક્સ માટે ખરે સાહેબનો પણ આભાર, અને યાદવ સાહેબ ફર્ધર આભાર વિધિ કરશે. થેન્ક યુ. તમારે કેવું છે?
बहुत खुश था कि आज ये लेक्चर में सुनने का मौका मिला. इसका दो कारण थे. एक तो VJTI में मेरा फ्रेंड लेक्चरर वे बैक इन 75-76.
अच्छा.
So that is one part. Second is my daughter's mother-in-law was a blind follower of Dada Bhagwan. I attended few sessions of the live sessions of Dada Bhagwan in Surat, and she made me as a live member for Akram Udyan. She paid for me. Said, "Yadav sahab, तुम्हारे आप Akram Udyan हमारे वाचवान हो." So that is coming regularly to me.
Good.
And I am sharing some of those books to the follower of Dada Bhagwan. इसके अलावा मुझे कुछ कहना नहीं, because everything has been said by Deepak Bhai, and I wish all the best to everybody who has listened him. And जैसा 7 habits of successful people, ऐसा ही इनके दादा भगवान के जो tools हैं, they are also useful for us, and we should try to inculcate these things from in our family, particularly in the younger one, because they are forgetting everything from the WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
પેલું તો તમારી પાસે છે.